So how many people, I noticed earlier that not many people raised their hand about TypeScript. I'm assuming a lot of you are JavaScript developers. I'm assuming also that many of you are either familiar with or use Visual Studio Code. And so I saw a presentation recently where someone from the code team talked about a new feature they had, and I think if you haven't seen this, this is really interesting. So if you decorate your JavaScript files, so this is just a plain old everyday JavaScript file, if you decorate the file with this @ts-check parameter, what happens is that a normal everyday JavaScript file suddenly starts to represent errors that are caught by the TypeScript compiler. So instead of converting my file to a TypeScript file and getting all the benefits of the TypeScript compiler, I can just add this decorator to the top of the JavaScript file in Visual Studio Code, and it happens automatically. Yes? All right, here we go. All right, so you notice as soon as I added this, suddenly it showed me that there was a problem here where this read-only : false. And I can hover over it, and it tells me blah, 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 there's something wrong with that. But I know there's a problem, and as a developer, I can start to poke through this. Since I have 3 minutes left, I'm not going to describe the whole scenario. But basically, if I come over here and click on the property definition, and I take a look and I see, okay, I've got a set of attributes, right, property descriptor. When I click on the attributes, I see that my available options are listed here, and read-only is not one of them. Okay? So this code would have executed, but nothing would have happened around that particular parameter because I used the wrong parameter. And so what I can do is I can take this out, use type ahead to catch, or I'm sorry, it's technically called IntelliSense, to catch the right property, and then I fixed my code. So before, code that never would have run, I've suddenly fixed. All right, now if I look further down in the code, I'll notice I have this thing called ship weight is greater than 100. Now if I had more than 2 minutes, I would let you stare at the code and see if you can figure out what's wrong here. But I'm just going to tell you what it is because of the time. But basically what's happening is this console.log would never execute. Why? Because I'm comparing an object to see if it's greater than 100. Right? See ship weight here? It's a function. And I'm not actually calling the function code. So if I put my left paren and right paren there, suddenly I've converted it from the result of the function call greater than 100, then this line here would work. So am I done? Any more errors? No? You're wrong. All right. So if I go here, I've got a function, and I have the ability with TypeScript to decorate the function definition in such a way that I can define the parameters. So if I go here, this is hard to do with the keyboard. Give me 1 second here. So now I'm adding documentation to the function, and it's asking me what the type is of the parameter that's passed in here. And so if I say it's a string, or, whoops, I did this every time, hang on. If it's a string or an array of string, right? So now TypeScript knows that the email address parameter comes in as either an array of strings or a string. So then it identifies very quickly that this here should be trim instead of trin. Okay? So again, it's still a JavaScript file. I haven't done anything to convert it to TypeScript, but I was able, with adding one decorator, to dramatically change the abilities I have as a developer to identify problems and fix them. Oh, come on, was that cool or what? All right.
John, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Or that's not the end?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, good.
I can tell a joke.
Because somebody, sometimes it's so impressive that they, clap and I don't know what to do. So no, that's good. Thank you so much.